Ba-dum bum bum bum. Slap back, chat frat. Slap back, chat frat. Slap back, Charlie frat. We'll slap back, Charlie frat. We'll slap back.
Hello, and welcome back to Slapback Chat Frat. Well, what the fuck have you all been doing since the last time we were on? 27 has only just begun and started, and Trump has become president. I don't want to blame anyone, but you know who you are and what you've done. I'm looking at you, ihatebroads99@gmail.com and whitepowercomeoverbill@hotmail.com. Certainly, as an audience, I feel like you've dropped the ball a bit. I hate to start with a nag, but hopefully we can weed out some of the shittier fans and get right down to a more manageable 6 or 7 of you. Okay, well, in these uncertain times, I'd like to welcome back a man to point us down the straight and narrow, a man whose morals can clearly be seen in his leaked bank statement. DirtyBitchesForReals.com has nearly collapsed since his credit card ran out of money. Some people say that you can judge a man by the company he keeps. However, that woman he is locked in his love dungeon would probably disagree. Please welcome back Mr. Joseph Webb.
Hey, don't talk about Loretta. None of your damn business. What a man does in his own personal love dungeon is very much between him and the screaming women that he keeps in there. I would like to introduce Russell Garnett. So
great.
As always, yeah, it's my pleasure to do this, Russ. But as always, you know, we've been going a while. I have trouble thinking of new things to say about you. So I had another look on the internet, and I look at Toastmasters.com. So the first tip is that I should give the audience a sense of the upcoming speaker's topic. So you're going to be saying some stuff, right?
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Any topics in mind?
Today?
Yeah, today.
Just current affairs, news, politics,
okay.
Sport, entertainment, media.
Okay.
Wow, I'm on tenterhooks.
Yeah, okay, so it's going well so far. So secondly, I should make known the personalities, the speaker's personality and major accomplishments.
Jovial, sort of bon vivant, classically trained, and 1,500 metres, third place, year 8 would be probably number 1 achievement. And A-level in mathematics at grade D.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you did A-level maths.
Grade D, my friend.
Lovely stuff. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, an introduction should create a sense of audience enthusiasm for the speaker. Build anticipation. So I thought I'd just go with a... Russell!
Oh, that's great. Yeah, thank you for that. That's very much appreciated.
It's literally the least I could have done.
Sadly, after all that typing, sadly, I've been a bit busy lately with my various interests, so I haven't actually had time to write an intro. But I've been writing poetry recently, and I adapted one of my poems, and I think this might work for an intro. It's called An Ode to Dave. So it begins like this. A burnished leather wallet cleft in crisp white chinos. 10s, 20s, 50s, MasterCard and Euros. She's tall, slim, Italian. Her name is not clear. He buys her a drink. For him it's a beer. Rihanna, Madonna, Kylie and Cher. They take to the dance floor. She's fascinated by his hair. There's a sale in my bedroom right now. Clothes are 100% off. And with that they leave. His lines are immortal, though others may scoff. Back at her flat, velvet, leather, bondage, he's not sure. He's in too deep, more to her than he bargained for. Her strong, muscular legs, the feeling is grave. What was your name again, he pleads? She retorts, my name is Dave. So that's a little poem I've been working on.
That's very nice.
I like that. I feel that was, I don't really feel that was kind of altered for me. I feel that was written initially for me. You may not have realised it.
No. So that was about a guy I know called Dave, Dave Black.
Ah, yeah, that guy.
From work, Dave Black. He's an accountant.
Well, I did I did find the time to write an intro, although reading it now, you wouldn't think that I spent a lot of time on it. And to be honest with you, I didn't. But I'm going to go with it anyway. There's a voice that keeps on calling him down the road. That's where he'll always be. And I hope it stays that way, otherwise my faith in the restraining order I obtained will be sorely misplaced. He'll jib-jab your nee-naw with a hip and a ha and a hey nonny noo, and whilst you're busy struggling to translate his flib-flabbing, he will have stealthily infiltrated your wee-wah with his flimmy flam. You'll be wobbling, you'll be tottering. You won't walk properly for at least 6 weeks, all the time cursing his name, Daniel Reed.
Hello, thank you very much. That's very nice.
Hi, Dan.
Hi. So welcome back. It's been a little while. We've had a little hiatus. We've got a lost episode, which was suspiciously corrupted. I'm not saying that it was too funny or that it was too political or too hard hitting, but I don't know. I came back, my computer completely corrupted. The awesome content discarded from my computer. I don't know who's involved, but I smell a conspiracy.
Have you seen the movie Snowden?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the movie Snowden, but I feel like maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is Google Illuminati.
Yeah. When I came back in, there was a triangle with an eye in the middle on the screen. I don't know, and a post-it note saying, "We hate you."
I think sometimes you can speak too much truth.
Yeah.
And that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah. So
I heard there were bootleg copies going for $50 a piece.
Yeah, it was very sought after, and if I could get hold of one of those, I should stop selling them at that high price, shouldn't I?
No one's bought one, but that's what
Yeah. RRP, but no one's purchased anything.
Retail price.
Who wants to buy this heavily corrupted show that up to 50 people have sometimes watched in previous episodes?
Yeah, it was hard hitting. Last month's show was hard hitting, and it's lost into the ether. Not even I have such a treat. So sadly, like all the topics we covered last month are just gone into the wind. So. We do get a lot of letters, and some of those letters were pouring in, over that period. Where's the slapback? I'm waiting patiently for it.
Yeah. I had a letter asking if I now realised what it felt like to be Brian Wilson not releasing Smile, because for us,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
This is going to be our Smile, the great unreleased podcast.
Absolutely. So I'd like to kick off. I'd like to kick off with some of our viewers' letters. So here's a quick one. I'm gonna intersperse the sections of the show with some letters so that you get a little bit of a break from the powerful, hard-hitting sections we've got. So this is first.
It's good to know what the viewers want to know.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. It's good. That interaction is massively important, and we really respect our viewers, and we've got a lot of time for them. So it's
You value it.
I don't respect them at all. They're wasting their fucking time.
me and Russ really respect.
Respect them.
Yeah.
Get out,
Those time
get a
wasters.
life, man. Christ.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum and stepdad both watched independently to crank those views up. So here is a unnamed or an anonymous question, and it says, "Hi, I have a very quick question to Dave of a personal nature. Socks in bed during love sessions? Question mark."
Well, I mean, I'm fine with that. In fact, it actually kind of turns me on, really.
It is better to use a condom, though, Dave. To be fair. We have talked to you about this.
I think you'll find they're perfectly functional, especially the thigh-high socks, which I think, I take a kind of a practical, comfortable approach to lovemaking. The least effort I have to make, the better. So I think I respect my partner or partners. That's absolutely fine if they want to keep their socks on. And I think I kind of like the feel of it as well, gently being caressed by a kind of moist woolen sock.
Or a
wooden sock for that matter. they all work. So I'd encourage that, and any other items of clothes as well, tank tops, baseball caps,
Veruca sock?
you know.
Also,
Balaclavas.
it has the benefit of, technically, if you take the sock off and make a sock puppet out of it, threesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been going on that for quite some time. It's just one or two more things to put back on again afterwards. So I'm always keen to get out of that place as quickly as possible. So keep your socks on. Yeah,
Keep socks
reduce that escape time.
Like it. Reduce your escape time.
Yeah. Is the engine still running?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, don't worry. You'll be right.
Taxis are expensive.
Okay, so we'll have one other quick question. Hello, great to have you lovely boyos back on the net. I listened to your podcast in the bath, and I was wondering what would be the easiest way to entice one of you lovely fellows to join me. All the best, Carlita Shrewsburyington. Sounds like a made-up last name if I've ever heard one.
Was that her name or where she's from?
Oh, I don't know. Is there a place called Shrewsburyington?
There's Shrewsbury.
Well,
I don't.
I'm just saying what it says. I'm just reading it out. So,
Okay.
is there anything that would entice any of you to join
Into a bath?
Into her bath with her? So,
High
Bubble
quality bubble bath. Just what I was
Yeah.
about to say. Some matey. I think.
matey.
Yeah, a decent amount of matey. Preferably the one with the sailor's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
250 mils of matey would do it.
Yeah.
That has got you. That's got being enticed into baths because of matey has got you into a lot of trouble in the past. I just gotta go on record as saying that this is not always the best.
I would take my socks off for that.
Yeah.
It was the matey.
It was the matey, sir. Yeah. Okay. Well, Carlita, I hope that's answered your question. So, moving on to our first game. This is one of Joe's games, and so I shall pass you over to Joe.
Okay, well, I brought 2 games in preparation today,
Cool.
and I think I'll go for the one that's slightly more prepared. So it's a classic. We all know it. It's I Will Survive.
Awesome.
So I'm going to give each of you a scenario. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer how you would survive this scenario, and then I'm going to give you some points based on that. Okay?
Great.
Great.
The winner gets to be crowned the best person.
The best survivor.
So, best survivor, yeah.
The designated survivor.
Designated survivor.
I love that show. I've watched
I love
every
that
episode.
show. Yeah, I've not watched the last one.
I like it. It's bad, but I do enjoy the over acting and the drama of it.
It's like a Paul
Continue.
24. Sorry, Jay.
That's right. So this is for Dave. So Dave, listen to the scenario and then answer the question. So it's a balmy summer's day and you embark on your first visit to your in-laws' house. What's it going to be like? What are they going to make of you? You just don't know. Whilst demonstrating to your girlfriend's brother how to bowl a Yorkie, you flail and break your mother-in-law's antique cooking jar pot. To make amends, you promise to find an exact replica, so you head down to the old antique market on Ocean Boulevard. Arriving at midday, the sun is at its hottest, obviously, and you feel the need to have a dip. The water feels good against your skin. Silky. But wait, what's that in the water? A fin appears before you, cutting through the water like a sharp knife cutting through a soft thing. So, Dave, how are you going to survive a shark attack? Go.
Shark attack. Okay. So I've been writing the whole thing down. It's only the shark attack. Okay, so I would seek to negotiate with the shark. I'm a great fan of appeasement, so I'll try and understand what the shark wants and see if I could give him what he wants. And that may be allowing him to nibble one of my less essential extremities. Might give him a toe or a finger or maybe my cock. I would also think about maybe doing a more kind of steadfast resistance approach and attempt to gouge his eyes or possibly pop him on the beak, or maybe attempt to on the beak, or I would then attempt to ride him dolphin-like by grabbing his fin, because he couldn't eat me if I was holding onto his fin. I would tickle him under the tail, because I know sharks like that, and that makes them just roll over, and they're then just like completely available to any kind of maneuver that I
15
want.
seconds.
I would stab him with my shift, or I would just get in my boat and climb away.
Fucking
How long
hell.
have I got? Have I got more time?
No, that's it. You're up.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, Dave, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. So
It was detailed.
So the tips that they give on WikiHow, which is where I get all of mine from, is don't take your eyes off the shark. I don't think you covered that really, but they also say don't pretend to be dead. That won't deter an angry shark. So it's good that you didn't go for that, Dave, because that wouldn't have been okay. It says get into a defensive position. You would definitely get in defensive. It says fight the shark, hit it in the face and gills. You definitely did that, so that's 2 points. And keep fighting if the shark persists. I mean, that's basically the same, but I'll have to give you another point for it because that's how WikiHow works.
I always keep fighting.
And then one of the best tips I think that they've got is get out of the water. Which I think is a bloody good
I did say I'd get into my
You
boat.
did. You did say that. Get out of the water. So that's 4 points. So that's a cool 4 points you got
Good
there, Dave.
work.
Well done.
Nice. Very good.
Happy with that?
Very good.
That is very good. I mean, 4 points is quite a rarity in this round.
Yeah.
So Russ,
Mm.
it's late at night. You're driving down a quiet country lane, doing a cool 60. As the trees and sheep whiz by, brackets, you're going fast, they are not. See a figure in the distance. You slow down to see better, and your GE Nighthawk Platinum and Halogen light bulbs, which you researched and bought last year, reveal a beautiful foreign lady. You can tell she's foreign because she has a suitcase and lots of foreign things, and she says things in foreign, and because she's carrying a foreign passport, and because she's holding a sign which reads, "Help me back to my country," brackets, not England. You're intrigued, and so you begin a love affair that is as wild and tempestuous as it is problematic to communicate. One day, you'll wait to find her gone, with a note explaining she's gone to fight in a foreign war, in a foreign place, to regain control of her foreign country from a ruthless foreign despot.
Okay.
You immediately fly out to try and stop her, but upon arrival in the foreign country, you find yourself besieged by gunfire. A young man with a rakish moustache drags you into shelter and hands you a gun. "Welcome to the resistance, brother," he says. "You are a soldier now. So, Russ, how would you survive a war?"
A resistance war or any war?
Any war.
Well, I suppose number one, you would leave the country. You'd flee.
Yeah, that's a spirit, Russ.
No, you have to fight in this war.
You actually have to fight it. You can't desert. Okay. Well, if it's one of those wars where people fight in rows, like you see in the movies, and 2 rows of people join together, ensure that you're at the back of that. So, or elevate yourself in some way with skills so that you can assist and not be on the battlefield. So you could be an expert in radio controls, and you could help radio the troops. Or you could say that you have military expertise and work your way up the ranks, colonel, lieutenant, and be a sergeant, and again, just move the troops into place where you need them to be. If you're caught in hand-to-hand combat, then utilize all the skills you have and attack the face.
That's good.
Always attack the face.
I like that most of your How to Survive things. They revolved around different ways of doing cowardice.
There's technical expertise.
Hide at the back. So Russ, you're getting 3 for that.
5?
Hold on, I haven't finished yet. Get out of the way. That's one of the ones.
I definitely did that.
You did talk about running away, so you get that. Another step is just called, with an exclamation mark, survive.
Fundamentally, I was talking about survival and not about getting killed. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you can have 4.5 points. I'm giving you. That's it. 4.5 points. Well done,
Okay,
Russ.
that's very good. Very good.
Thanks.
Joe, just to include you, I have a small scenario. I don't know how it's going to work score-wise. Maybe we can do the scoring for you. Okay. I'll just give you the choices. Right. You could be one of 3 characters. Quintar, Carl Fegan, or Felicity Anus?
Felicity.
Okay.
Oh,
Right, Felicity is a master of disguise and can makeshift outfits and forge documents easily. She is alluring to anyone she meets and can often charm her way out of problems. Felicity is well versed in thievery and knows her way around safes. She's also able to make and detect traps. Able to stealth her way into and out of trouble is second nature to her. Having ties to the criminal underground, she is well connected. This enables her to get access to black markets for items and resources. So you've arrived in a prison cell and you're about to be processed for imprisonment. For various crimes you've committed. The prison guard drops a keycard behind him. How do you survive prison? Go, you have a minute.
how do I survive prison as Felicity, or
Yeah.
in general?
Given those skills, how do you survive prison? Go.
Well, as a woman in a prison, I fundamentally would use my steel and resolve. I would bribe guards. I would use my sexy powers to talk my way out of it. I would use my ample assets as collateral. I would store food in my cheeks and spit it into other people's mouths in exchange for favours. I would learn the prison slang of my fellow prisoners and use it to talk in their dialect. Once I'd gained their trust, I would kill them, and this would inevitably get me moved to a psychiatric ward. Psychiatric wards historically are less have less security on them. Once in the psychiatric ward,
10
I
seconds.
would cut off someone's face, a la Silence of the Lambs, wear it as a mask, and walk out fancy-free.
You're
Once
done.
out,
That's
I
not.
would discover...
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, right now, this is the wiki how on how you should survive in prison. Did you gain a new instinct for danger?
I cut off someone's face, mate.
Okay.
That's pretty...
That's
That
very
was
good.
definitely implied, wasn't
That's a 1 point. Did you respect other inmates when you were cutting off their face?
I learned the language.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
definitely.
fair enough. Did you avoid gangs, drugs, and gambling? Yes.
I didn't mention any gambling. That's heavily implied.
Heavily implied.
Did you steer clear of solitary confinement? I don't think you did you? You
I-
went
no,
for
but-
solitary confinement.
I went right for it because
And then it says endure solitary confinement. So I don't understand how did they work? Stay clear of it. However,
I mean I did endure it by cutting off someone's face and getting out of it. That was,
Okay.
you know.
did you eat healthily?
I ate. You
Faces.
didn't let me finish. I was going to eat the face. That was my last sentence.
Did you exercise regularly, other than face cutting?
I don't think I talked about exercise.
Deal with an illness.
Oh, I did talk about selling sexual favours though.
That's pretty. Okay, so how many points do you think that is? Is that about
3.
All of them. All of them.
Right.
Shut up.
It was all 3 points available.
I would say 4 points, just so that I win.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, cool. All right then. So let's go back and let's see if we can check out some more readers' letters.
Oh, I think there's some new ones that have just arrived, Dan, on the email,
Awesome.
on the
Okay.
fax machine line.
I can see them just come in. Would you like to read? Would you like to read one of these?
No, you're okay. You're okay. You go for it.
Okay. So, Kerry in Utterly Common. Why do you do this? Like, seriously, what's the point? Why don't you all just do something better with this time? Like, literally anything. You could shit through a sieve and then wash it up, and you would still be a better use of time than this. Just why? P.S. Seriously.
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I personally do it for the notoriety that comes along with having such a prestigious and well-respected and beloved podcast such as this.
Well, I do it for the women.
Yeah, it's a lot of women.
Yeah, it's a lot of women, but maybe too many women actually. Sometimes
Sometimes there's too many women.
too many women.
Excuse
But
me.
then there's also men as well. I do it for that.
Yeah, got to do it for the men and the women.
Yeah,
Gotta be
I'm a
even
equal
strong.
opportunities lover.
Yeah. Joe, is there any particular reason you do it?
Yeah, I just do it to fill my time with something else other than the silent scream that accompanies that.
To get the voices out
It's
there.
just to quell the
Incessant desire to kill yourself.
yeah, because it's rising, it's rising, it's rising. Oh, slap
vent it
that
out,
chap.
vent it
All
out.
the shit now. Yeah.
Push it down.
Yeah.
No, let it down. Get it in there.
Not gonna be today.
Yeah. Okay, and Russ, have you any reasons why?
The likes. I think it's the likes for me.
The likes, the thumbs up.
Live for the likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Barry McNally in Bishop's Whoopsie, first-time writer, long-time viewer. I'm a dairy farmer and a big fan of Dave in particular. So this question's addressed to him. I just wondered, if you had to choose just one, what's your favourite kind of cow? And if you have any cow-related facts. P.S. How do you feel about trying a new type of fizzy milk I'm working on, Fzilk?
Well, I'm a big fan of cows. I particularly like Frisians. They're the black and white ones because I like animals that look like other animals, and I always think that Frisians look a little bit like, less kind of formal zebras. They're kind of like fun zebras. Zebras, you've got the black and white stripes, very orderly, very kind of military-esque. But with Frisians, you've got those just big, wonderful black and white blotches all over the place. They're the wild men of the zebra family. As with regards to fizzy milk, I think there's definitely a place on the market for carbonated milk products. It's something that I just wonder how well it'll go down with the kids, because if I've found in life, if it doesn't go down well with the kids, then there's just no point doing it. But I think, maybe if we can dress it up, have maybe like a fun Frisian character,
Nice.
Dave the Frisian, maybe just picking names out of the hat, who could sell that. Once you Fzilk, I don't know, is the finesse of Fzilk, or join the Fzilk club and, join Dave the Frisian.
Also,
Yeah.
if you served it chilled, you could have the cow character, Dave the cow, going, like drinking it and going, it's Frisian.
We could put some sunglasses on him, make him
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
As I said, it's all about the kids. Get the kids involved. That's always been my mantra.
Nice. Okay, the Jimmy Savile technique.
God rest his sweet soul.
Now then. Okay. Cool. All right. So this takes us down the road to Dave White's game. I do.
Okay. Now, thanks for distinguishing me from the other Daves on the call, Dan.
Yeah.
It's always appreciated.
I
Well,
was using
I'm going
the
to start
white
with.
to buy time.
I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with a little guessing game, which is going to involve my fellow slapbackers, and it's similar to Heads Up that you may have played on your iPhone. I'm going to have a series of words which I don't know. I'm going to hold them up in my head like this, and I'm going to ask in this order: Joe, then Russ, then Dan, to describe those words to me. I have to try and guess them as quickly as possible. Okay, so the only things you're not allowed to say is the word on the card. So, as I said, I haven't seen these. So, for example, the first one, which I have seen, would be. Can you see that? I believe that says ballet. Okay.
Yes.
So you would try and describe that to me, and that's basically the end of the game. So there's two each, and what did I say? Start with Joe. Okay, ready? So go.
Okay. He's a wrestler. He has a big blonde moustache and he's bald, and he was
Hulk
in a
Hogan.
brilliant film. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So next one.
Most famous British comedians in the 60s, they made a film called like the most classic famous comedians.
Laurel and Hardy.
No, British. They pioneered
Morecambe
crazy-
and Wise.
They pioneered 5 of them, I think. Pioneered crazy
Goodies?
comedy. No, there's a snake at the end of the title.
Monty Python.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you know, I'm terrible at this game.
Russ.
This is what happens to humans when they're affected by radioactive waste. They turn into
Mutation.
Correct.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
mutants.
And that's Joe.
Okay, I don't actually know what this is, but I'll have to describe. It's 2 words. The first word is kind of like a shit horse.
Does anybody else know what this is?
It's a sexual thing, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I'll do it. So the first word, 2 words. The first word is like a less good horse, so it's smaller, bigger teeth.
Like a mule,
Yes, like a mule, but another word for a mule.
a pony, a nag, a
Yeah,
a
you're
goat?
really good. You're really going around the houses.
6 letters.
a
Okay,
foal,
You
a
write them
donkey.
Yeah, you write them on the beach, yeah. And the second one is what you do with your fist to someone else's face when you don't like.
Donkey punch.
Yes.
Donkey punch. Okay.
What is a donkey punch?
I have no idea what donkey punch is. Is that something sexual? I have to come back to that at the end. Okay, so Dan.
It's a name. It's a word for your cock. It's 6 letters, and it begins.
Penis.
It begins
Wiener.
with.
Schlong.
Yeah.
Ah!
You can't say the letter it begins with either, can you?
Not really.
No.
Who's this?
Russ, it's you.
Russ, I think.
This is for when you go to the doctor and you're having some problems, and
STI check.
not you specifically, Dave. Doctor pops on a glove and greases up a finger.
So it's a rectal probe, rectal
Yeah,
exam.
correct. That's
yeah.
the right second word. First word.
Exam or anal exam?
Yeah, well, the second word is correct. Exam. First word. Another
bum.
word
Bum
for that
exam.
area. More medical term.
Yeah,
Bottom.
welcome to your bum exam.
I mean your bottom exam. For its medical.
Posterior, colon.
No, you had the first right letter.
What, with colon?
No, with posterior.
Posterior. With posterior exam?
Yeah, no.
Uh,
The first 3 letters, or if you're a professional or something, you'd be called a what? What's the shortened term for that?
a professor?
The old professor exam.
It's a bottom exam. Okay, I'm gonna pass that. I don't know what.
Okay.
I'll come back to that one. Okay.
I think we could have got there, to be honest.
Okay, Joe.
This is what you like to do all the time.
Masturbate.
No. Okay, so the first word is like what you were talking about before. So it's another word
Bottom.
for your bottom. But so when you put your dick in someone else's bottom, you do.
Anal.
Yes, and the second word is
Anal
like,
sex.
yes, but like licking around the part, you know.
Anal rimming.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. Is there any more?
It's as if you bought them. You bought them from a pack. They are. You would sometimes put them through a box. If you got a letter, it would go through your.
Letterbox.
No, but is
Post box.
Yeah, but that first word, and then it's sometimes if you were to write something, you were writing it on you were writing on a bit of paper, and you wanted to leave a
Note.
Yeah.
Post note.
post-it note.
Correct.
Yay!
Post-it note. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Is that it? Yeah.
Is this me? Is this me?
Yeah, it's Russell.
Oh, no, that's
Okay,
it. That's
so-
it. That's all of them.
No. This is me.
What? I missed. What
No,
happened?
Yeah, wait. It's more,
Okay,
it's
no,
more.
there is one more. You can't. Right, one more. It's so if you're on holiday and you're skiing. If you're on
Yeah.
holiday skiing and you come across sort of a hill, and if you were to land after that hill, you'd call that landing. But if you hurt your leg, you'd say that the break in that leg. What type of break do you have in your leg normally? Like it's
I don't have a clue.
what are the types of breaks? So it's like a fracture, but not a fracture. Like if you have it in your skull.
Fracture.
Yes. You're halfway there. The first part of it would be what's like on your skull. It's like your the toothled, the thing on top of your it's like another word for a brain. It's like another word for a brain.
A mind?
Yes. So put the two together.
A mind fracture?
No.
I'm pulling out of that one.
Okay,
one
yeah,
last-
no,
there's one-
it was blank.
there's
It was
one more.
blank.
Yeah,
Okay, so back to our readers.
that was really hard work. Prostate exam.
Prostate exam, yeah. Okay, so we've got a tweet come in on our Slapback Jack Frat Twitter. Hey gents, Trump comes to a dinner party. What would you cook and why? So Joe, this comes from @PutinOfficial.
What would I cook for Trump? I'd cook steaks because although I'm a vegetarian, he bought and tried to brand Trump steaks. He
Nice.
tried to launch it successfully. So I would feed him a steak so that he could see and think about his failure.
Dave, what would you feed Trump and why?
I would a nice, kind of couscous or something from one of his, or maybe like a paella or something. Yeah, to let him know on what he could be missing from all these countries that he wants to invade.
Nice. Okay, Russ.
I would make him a Russian salad.
Nice.
What are the ingredients of a Russian salad? Remind me.
So Russian salad, I mean, it hardly needs mentioning or reminding, but it's...
No, it does.
Well, specifically, it's a light smattering of mayonnaise and fresh cucumber, pickles, diced potatoes,
Yeah.
peas,
Oh, peas. Lovely peas on your salad.
peas.
No, I've not come across peas.
Pea salad.
Some people do have peas,
Yeah, no,
and
okay.
some replace the mayonnaise for sour cream
Oh,
Nice.
delicious.
and
That
some
works.
vodka.
I'm just taking my socks off thinking about that. Okay. This is another one from Twitter. This is cardigans or jumpers for Russ.
I don't think you need to choose. You can wear both.
I think they're asking you specifically which one?
Now,
Right.
jumper.
Right now.
Right now, jumper.
Wearing a jumper. Loving it. Okay. This is another one from Twitter. What is better, a giant bird that can talk or a small man with wings? And who would win in a fight at Zoos or Us?
What were the options again?
What is better, a giant bird that can talk or a small man with wings? And who would win in a fight?
Giant bird is better,
Giant bird is better, yep. Is there
and I think due to the size and language skills, that would show if you can speak, you need to have a large brain,
Yeah.
capacity for planned thought, knowledge, and skills. I think that would easily win.
Okay, cool. All right, then let's go to Russ's game.
Okay, so this week Joe is first, and Joe, if you just quickly refer to the document that I'm just sending over now. got-
Okay.
You've got 1 minute. Okay,
Oh,
you
Have you
you
sent
see
it
it?
on Facebook?
Yes. And I'll be timing it.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, so you just sent it right now. Okay, got it.
Yep. So you got 1 minute, and you need to just describe what's happened in your week. Okay?
Okay. Jeez,
And
okay.
Mark
I haven't even
said-
read any.
Well, sometimes it's good not to prepare, isn't it? Right. Mark's like, go.
Okay. This is very much just reading them and saying them as I read them. So I've had a difficult week this week because, well, I cheated, basically. I strayed away from home. I had my cake and I ate it. Chocolate cake. That's right. I cheated with someone of a different ethnicity. I don't want to say words, but you know what I'm saying. Now, I believe in the power of the mind, the angel mind. And for this very reason, I decided that, okay, yes, I've cheated, but you know what? I'm gonna have to make up for it. Well, no dice. Heartbreak Hotel. I booked a stay for 3 nights this week, single room, no breakfast, decent rate usually, but there I was all by myself. It was a very depressing room. In fact, there was no toilet paper, so I had to go out to my local shop. I mean, it's where I buy all my toilet paper from anyway. I usually have to go in 4 or 5 times a day. That's why everyone
5 seconds
there
left.
that's why everyone there calls me the Hammer. If you told
Stop. Okay, points noted. Moving on quickly. Dave, it's your go. You've got 1 minute starting now.
Hang on. Same words.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been suffering from some extra body hair recently, and to get rid of this, I use a lady's razor. It's more expensive, but I've got cash. And I was having a problem with a guy who took exception to my excessive body hair, I finished him off, if you know what I mean. And I just said to him, Clover, lover, over, ver, er. It's a catchphrase of mine. It sharpens me for the office. Anyway, after he kind of was finished, I felt that I needed to get away and, think about what I'd done. So I checked into Heartbreak Hotel. I booked a stay for 3 nights this week. Single room, no breakfast. Decent rate, actually. But I was then going out and I had my cake and ate it. It was chocolate cake.
Stop.
And that's why everyone calls me the Hammer.
I'm not sure if that last one.
Snuck in.
Maybe. I'll adjudicate.
So I'll finish.
Okay, Dan, and you ready? Time starts now. Go.
I went out for a lovely evening out with the boys from Company B. Me and the lads were shooting the breeze, the Bacardi breeze. Another fab Tuesday night. I benched £200, I thought, when I went to the gym the next day. But I believe in the power of the mind, the angel mind. So I was out riding my bike. I was thinking, I've got to burn off all this cake I had, because I had my cake and I ate it, chocolate cake. I was looking to book a holiday in America, and I was thinking, where can I stay? I wonder if I can stay in the Heartbreak Hotel. I booked a stay for 3 nights this week, single room, no breakfast. It's a decent rate, actually. And I was walking down the road, and I saw Aldi. It's where I buy all my toilet paper from. And I was wondering, it's cold out here. It's really cold. My hands were so cold before I bought my deep heat gloves that I was freezing cold. So I went for a wank, and they called me a debater. I'm the master debater. I finished him off, and then I took another trip outside, round to the shops. I prefer River Island to accessorize, if I'm honest. And I spotted a lovely...
Time up. Okay. That was very well played. But this week, the winner with 7 points and 2 bonus points for using I'm a Master Debater is Dan Reed. Well done, Dan.
Thanks very much, Jen. Okay, so thank you very much for a excellent slapback. It's lovely to be back, and I'd like to thank our lovely hosts, Mr. Joe Webb, Mr. Dave White. Thank you very much, Mr. Dave White, and Mr. Russell Garnett. You can find us at various places, but you can contact us at You can contact us at slapbackchatfrat@gmail.com, or you can find us on YouTube by typing such a thing, and we're also on Reddit and Facebook. So just hit us up if you got any questions or any shit. Give us a shout. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can see all of your slapback fun directly at your face all the time. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again in the future. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. 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 Bye.